Today's lesson is going to be on organization, and what we do is we call kitchen organization mise en place. It's a French term that means everything's in its place, and it's the key to success. You can't start making anything until your mise en place is all together. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your formula, and a formula is a recipe, but I call them formulas for success. And what we want to do is we want to read through our formula, understand the ingredients, the method, and any tools or equipment that we're going to need for that recipe, and have all those things together before we start anything, okay? So once I've read the recipe and I have an idea of what I do, what I'm going to do is get all my ingredients together. We're also going to talk about some of the more common kitchen tools. We have 3 implements we use on the mixer. The paddle, which is used for creaming, and that's for taking the fat and sugar that you saw in the recipe previous that we used to cream the chocolate chip cookies. We also have a whip. We use this for incorporating air into our creams. And we have a dough hook, and this dough hook basically replicates the same method as how we would knead dough if we were doing it by hand. We have 2 spoons. This is a perforated spoon, and this is a solid spoon. For measuring, we use tablespoons, teaspoons, cups, quarter cups, and third cups. You'll notice that these are not see-through, so these are only used for solid ingredients. If we want to measure liquids, we use these type of measuring containers that we can see through. And the lines that you see on these are called the meniscus. And what we want to do is when we're measuring, we want to make sure that we get down and we pour into it and we go exactly to the line. So it's exactly level with the line. This tool is called the pastry blender. We use this in pies and tarts. So we cut the fat into the flour. These 2 tools are offset palette knives. They come in many sizes, and the idea is to get one that feels comfortable in your hand. These are mostly used for spreading batters in pans. The reason it's offset is so that when you work in a pan and you're hitting the side, the spatula is still doing the job. We also use these to ice cakes. We have 2 rolling pins we commonly use. A lot of people find it easier to use a rolling pin with moving handles. This is called a French rolling pin, which I happen to like because I think you have a lot better control with a French rolling pin. We have a pastry brush. We use this to brush egg wash and butter. This is a bowl scraper. So if I want to get everything out of a bowl, I can use this to scrape the bowl, and I don't lose any product, so we don't waste any money. Wooden spoons. These are really handy. If I'm doing something on the stovetop and I use a metal spoon, it's going to get hot. If I use a wooden spoon, the heat isn't going to be transferred to my hand, and it makes it a lot easier. These are portion control scoops, and we use these for scooping batters. Each one of these scoops has a number on it. This happens to be a number 20 scoop, and the number correlates to how many scoops there are per quart. We also have 3 common thermometers that we use for checking food temperature. This is a dial thermometer. You can see that the dial is very self-explanatory. It comes in Fahrenheit and Celsius, and in this class, in this school, everything we do is by Fahrenheit. We also have a digital thermometer, which is extremely accurate, and we just push this on, and it will tell us the temperature. This right here is a candy thermometer, and the reason why you use a candy thermometer is I can actually clip this onto the side of the pot so that I don't have to hold it. So I can walk away, I can watch my sugar boil, and I can wait until we get to the correct temperature. It's important to understand your tools and understand that when you're getting your mise en place together, it also includes getting all your tools ready, so that once we start mixing, we don't have to run for different tools. Thank you.